It's the NFL on EA Sports. And coming up, it'll be no holds barred between NFC North rivals. It's the Minnesota Vikings and the Green Bay Packers. And it's coming up next on Madden Football.
There's a look at one of the most iconic sports venues in the lower 48, built back in 1957 under the title of City Stadium. We are at Lambeau Field in Green Bay, Wisconsin. Today, it's a black and blue matchup in the NFC North between the Minnesota Vikings and the Green Bay Packers. Hi again, everyone. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Welcome to the NFL on EA Sports. With me, as always, Charles Davis. And, Charles, we look at a matchup like this. It's really the running backs that may take center stage here today.
And in today's football, they're still valuable, not just as runners, but guys who can catch the ball as well. It's really the number of touches that determines things these days.
Mason Crosby of the Packers has it teed up, and off we go from Lambeau. Kene Nwangwu now out of his end zone. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. The Vikings offense coming out for the first time, and in his 5th season leading this crew, coming off his 3rd career Pro Bowl nod, Kirk Cousins.
Not bad for a 4th-round draft pick. Well over 100 career starts now. And the chemistry with his top targets, really on point. They spend a lot of time in practice and after practice making sure the routes are run well, and he knows exactly where they're going to be on the field. And when they get open, he delivers.
Here's Cook as they begin on the ground. And not much doing there, maybe a yard up to the 23.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Again, it's Cook. Nifty move. They follow up the first down 1-yard run with a minimal gain of 2.
Partner, how he managed to get positive yardage out of that run, I have no idea. But a little juking, a little moving, got it done.
Got him 2 yards. A tough spot here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 7. Cousins lets it fly for Thielen. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
So on 4th down, Ryan Wright on to punt for Minnesota. It's a 45-yard punt, just a 1-yard return. And it'll be Packer football here. 1st down and 10. And here comes the winner of the last 2 NFL MVP awards, Aaron Rodgers, as he brings his Packers out for their first series of the game.
There have been very few quarterbacks in the NFL who have been as consistent throughout their career as Aaron Rodgers. He's been good for so long, and we've seen no decline in his skills. His accuracy and arm strength continue to elevate the talent around him, and his in-game mistakes, few and far between.
Rodgers will bring the pack up with a 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line. They'll try and start this drive in the air. He has it complete to Christian Watson. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. The drive starting with a 1st down, 11 yards on that pickup.
To win any route, you've got to break down the defender, and that's exactly what happened here on this really nicely executed curl route.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Rodgers now to throw. Pass caught. It's Romeo Doubs. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. Ahead of the chains now, 2nd and 2. Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. And he stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on 3rd down. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the 1st down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the 1st. It goes as a gain of 9, and it moves the chains.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 43. Now a 1st down carry by Jones. And he finds a little bit of room, enough for 4 yards. It'll be 2nd down.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. They'll run with a big back, A.J. Dillon. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Here's Rodgers. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down.
Not only did he have a chance to scan the field there, it felt like he had a chance to scan it twice. The protection was that good. Unfortunately for him, the coverage downfield, equally good.
On 2nd down, it's Jones. And some strong running there as he's down just shy of the 20 on the edge of the red zone. 11 yards and a Green Bay Packer first down. That O-line, they cleared a big hole there on that run.
The athleticism of offensive lines continues to evolve, and we're seeing it here. Not only are they controlling things right at the line of scrimmage, but they're able to get upfield to get to what we call the second and the third levels. You know, get to the linebacker spot, the secondary spot, getting all the way downfield with their blocking, which helps keep the running back clean.
They'll try to continue that trend here this afternoon. After the run by Jones, here's 1st and 10. Here's Rodgers to throw. Caught by Cobb, and it's a fumble.
I don't know about you, but I'm going to go to the positive side this time. Yeah, there was a fumble at the end of this one, but what a sustained drive. And if they keep stringing those together, you got to like their chances.
And credit the defense, though. You're out there for that long, you start to get tired, but they were able to get the turnover.
Did you just credit the defense?
I like to credit the defense and the offense.
I like you.
And the analysts.
That's perfect.
And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right. Now the question, was the knee in fact down before this ball comes loose? And is the video convincing enough to overturn it?
A lot of factors here. Remember, you also need clear possession of the football afterwards. This is a tough one to overturn.
So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. Here we go now on 1st and goal. Now Jones. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Aaron Jones, a 9-yard touchdown run. And the Packers are on the board first here this afternoon. Well, first quarter, maybe too early to talk about statement drives, Charles, but that sure seemed like a statement drive right there.
Well, if we're going to talk about statement drives, I think what they're saying is we're going to establish the run. They gave it to him early and often on this drive, and he wound up taking it into the end zone.
Crosby with the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. A 10-play drive that time. And the last play in the drive was a touchdown run by Aaron Jones. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. Taken in at the 3. And he returns this to the 22. And the Vikings taking the field here for their second drive of the game. And the last drive, their first drive, 3 and out. What changes here, if anything?
I think it's making sure the guys that you trust the most with the ball, the biggest playmakers you have, that they touch it on this possession to try and get things moving.
So get it to the horses.
Without a doubt. They're the ones that typically end up in the end zone.
A little jet sweep to start the drive. Some fancy footwork, but not much room to operate. Just up past the 25 and no further. Tackle made by Devondre Campbell.
Well, they gave up a few yards there, but all in all, I think it's a pretty nice job defensively against the jet sweep. If they don't slow him up, he might take it to the house, so they'll take that play every time on the defensive side of the ball.
On 2nd and 7, Cousins. And the Packers give him nowhere to go, and they bring him down. Kenny Clark able to drop him for a loss of 4 from his defensive tackle spot. Well, you don't usually get a sack from a nose tackle spot, but we got one there.
No, we don't, and a lot of the times in passing situations, they end up off the field anyway. So how happy was he to work his way back to the quarterback and put him on the ground? He's going to have to put a nickname after something like that, some Big Jelly or something like that.
Cousins with work to do after the sack as he brings his guys up on a 3rd and long. Now some movement before the snap. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time this afternoon. Maybe anticipating a blitz, and they jumped.
Yeah, and if we saw it, you know that they saw it. The bad guys might have been coming on that play. Had to pick them up, and they jumped.
So the false start certainly doesn't help matters as they'll try again now. 3rd and long. Working out of the gun, Cousins. Out to the left there and complete to the tight end, Hockenson. And able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds. So the completion good for 6 yards, and that'll bring up 4th down. So on 4th down, on is the punter, Ryan Wright. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And they will take over 1st and 10. The Packers offense here coming back out for their 2nd drive. They've got the 7-0 lead. Now they've got the football back after their defense got the stop, CD. And you get the feeling if they could score here, they really have all the momentum on their side.
And you just wonder right now, is the quarterback and the play caller totally in sync? Are they of one mind that, hey, what worked last time? Let's keep doing it until they stop us. Or do they go to a different section in the playbook, show them something different? Either way, they want a repeat of their first drive.
They'll start the drive with a carry by Jones. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. The tackle goes to Harrison Smith. So nothing there that time, and maybe you need to look to the O-line. They weren't able to create any space.
No, they weren't, and you know as well as I do, as many offensive line coaches we've ever met, I think that'll be addressed loudly when those guys get to the sideline.
And they're usually loud and big. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Rodgers steps away to his left. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a 3rd down.
And that's an early scramble that can be viewed positively by either side. From the offensive point of view, it begins to establish him as a possibility to keep it on certain plays. And defensively, they avoided giving up a huge play in one of their first tests in containing a quarterback on the run.
Rodgers going to try and throw on 3rd down. It gets it over the middle to Cobb. And he's going to have the Packers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, as a coach, you absolutely love seeing your offense find their rhythm early, and that's exactly what we've seen so far. They had a touchdown on their opening drive, and now they connect here for another nice gain for a 1st down. This offense is moving the ball well, exactly as he drew it up in practice.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. On the counter, here's Jones. Knifes his way forward here, but just 3 yards on the play. 2nd down.
Look, all any running back wants is a little bit of room, a little bit of space in order to maneuver. But he also understands how difficult it is for his offensive line up front. So if they give him any space, he realizes his job to make more out of it than what they give him. Picks up 3 on that carry.
From the 40 now on 2nd down. Rodgers. He'll get this to Lazard. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. An extra defender in the secondary for the Vikings here on 3rd down. Now it's Rodgers. To the sideline, and that's well done. Able to drag the feet. He's going to have the first down. A third down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough.
And that's how you pick up a first down. Not only does he make the catch, but has enough body control to get his feet down inbounds, toe tapping and dragging to make sure he gets it done.
Rodgers' throw is taken in by Jones.
And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Rodgers to throw once more. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. They were looking to throw, holding on the big right tackle.
It's real simple, partner. Keep your hands inside in the chest area. You're probably okay. You get it out on the shoulders, get them wide. Usually going to pick up a holding call.
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. After the penalty, it's Jones. Absolutely nobody fooled there. He's going nowhere fast as he stopped behind the line of scrimmage. Just a loss of a yard there, but it's not going to help. Now they face a 3rd and 14.
When a draw works, it can be a thing of beauty. But when it doesn't, oh, it can be ugly. And in this case, loss of yardage ugly.
Couple of plays sent them the wrong way, and now they face a 3rd and 14. Working from the gun, Rodgers. Open man, here's Cobb. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings' 31-yard line. Able to convert on 3rd and 14, a terrific play call.
So he turned to a trusted, familiar face in that 3rd down situation. It paid off.
Yeah, you go to your veteran receiver in that spot, so you can't underestimate him when he's on the field. Defensively, make sure you know where he is because he understands how to get open in key situations.
From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10, down at the 31. Now Rodgers.
Throw right side. This is into the hands of the tight end, Tunyon. And they're going to move it down inside the 25.
Nice rhythm throw there on 1st down. He located his tight end, made a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. From the 24, Rodgers. That's complete right side to Lazard. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings' 13-yard line. 11 more yards there, and this methodical drive continues.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
An inside give to Jones. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Back for the 2nd quarter in Green Bay. It's the Packers in possession of the football as they've got a 2nd and 8 forthcoming. And he'll take this one inside the 10, down to the 8. Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
Now Rodgers. Setting up the screen here, Aaron Jones. And this will not be enough. On 3rd and 5, he only gets 3.
Yeah, and on third down, you know those pass rushers, they're in the starter's block. They're just waiting for the pistol to fire. You can almost hear the defensive coaches on the sideline pre-snap. Watch the screen, watch the screen. Really good job there of identifying it and making the play to force fourth down.
They'll go for it. It's Rodgers. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Packers unable to pick up the first. And that will force a turnover on downs. So a tough pill to swallow there. A would-be touchdown pass in and out of his hands on fourth.
Sometimes it just comes down to execution, doesn't it? Because we're always questioning, should they go for it, should they not? Is it the right play call, is it not? In this situation, everything was right except for the finish. You have to catch the ball and convert.
A first down throw for Cousins.
Swinging this out wide here for Cook.
Good strength, but not able to get a whole lot. Tackled shy of the 10. Short completion, just 4 yards, and that'll make it second down.
It's funny, throughout the time that we've been together, when we talk with running backs about the ability to catch the ball, their eyes light up when they talk about open field and having one-on-one matchups, don't they?
Yeah, they do. And that's the reason why. Well, we just saw shedding those tackles, and that's what they're used to doing.
It is, and it starts at the beginning of the play. One-on-one matchup with someone trying to cover them, but they also have those one-on-ones downfield after the catch when they're running with the ball. They think they're going to win those too. And that one's all about the defender making life difficult for the receiver. Very tough for a guy to hold on to the football through all that contact. He ends up forcing the incompletion.
So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. To throw, Cousins. Eluding the pressure right. And that is incomplete.
Well, this first half has not gone according to plan so far offensively, or even defensively for that matter. They could use a big-time spark somewhere, but it's not going to come on this drive as they have to punt this one away.
And here's Ryan Wright now
as he's on to punt for Minnesota. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And a fair catch is taken here, a step or two inside the 45-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
Rodgers will break the huddle and bring the pack up 1st and 10 at the 45. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive.
Slant route, he's got Downs. And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line.
And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing, playing against a good quarterback like he is, to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
Throwing on first down is Rodgers. He'll find Lazard here over the middle. And he goes down at the 26. A pickup of 13, and that last play began at the 13. First down.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. To throw, it's Rodgers.
And Lazard's got it again. And they're going to get this down inside the 15.
Well, so far, little to no resistance by the defense on this drive alone. 3 passes, 3 completions, 3 first downs. They're taking it to him, and it's paying off.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Into the red zone. It's Rodgers. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. From the gun, it's Rodgers.
Got Dobbs over the middle.
They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the 1st down.
Shotgun now for Rodgers.
He's got Watson. It's caught. Touchdown, Packers.
A 7-yard touchdown grab.
And the Packers go up by 2 touchdowns.
That was quite the call down around the goal line on 4th and goal.
Yeah, they fake the run, pull it out, throw it, and as a defense, I've been in that spot before, and we see it all the time. You almost have to overcommit against the run. You have to almost sell out and say, they're going to run it, go make a play. They got fooled on that one.
Crosby connects on the extra point, and that'll make the score 14-0. That time a 6-play drive.
And it was all capped off by a touchdown catch from Christian Watson.
Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away.
The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line.
Now the Minnesota offense set to take over again. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a 1st down now. They start the drive with Cook. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
I think they want to start getting back into this game. It behooves them to get better on 1st down.
Yeah, certainly not what they were looking for there out of the opening play of this drive. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Draw play, Cousins to Cook. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
The Vikings on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 7. Here's Cousins. Throw there going to be incomplete.
Well, how about the coverage we just saw him break out on 3rd down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
And here's Ryan Wright now.
He's been one of their few bright spots so far. Averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away. 47 yards on the punt that time, just 1 yard on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Green Bay offense now about ready to take possession here. It's been a good first half so far. They're up 14-0. Points here, they could really put them in command before intermission.
Yeah, and it's all well and good what they're seeing and how they're feeling right now. But this is the NFL. How many times have we watched 14-0 leads evaporate and quickly? So how have we seen them combat it? Continue to run your offense, but don't back off at all. Don't start looking at the clock. Don't start thinking about, hey, just take care of the football. Keep attacking. Usually the best way to maintain control.
Tackle made there by Jordan Hicks.
You've got to be impressed by that defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Rodgers now to throw. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. A gain there of 21 yards. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
And he's got it across the midfield stripe and into Viking territory.
46 yards rushing for him now to this point.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Rodgers going to throw. Flushed out right. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
Well, sometimes the defense just beats you. Great coverage from the secondary. All of them in the proper position. So instead of trying to throw into tight coverage, he found a way to throw it away and come back and try again the next down.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Throwing now is Rodgers. Over the middle, complete. It's Cobb.
And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40.
Would it be safe to say that as precise as routes are supposed to be run in the NFL, maybe they're not quite as precise in college ball?
That's accurate, yeah.
And I think we saw a college route in the NFL there. Just find the soft spot, find the dead zone, and find the first down. And that's what he just did.
Rodgers now on 1st down.
That's complete to Dobbs. And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line. From the 35, back to work on 2nd and 4.
Shotgun now for Rodgers. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Perfect example of the kind of attitude you have to play defensive back in the NFL. You want to be the only defender around, and you want them to challenge you. And on that play, he came through.
This will be the 8th play of the drive here. 3rd and 4. Again, they'll throw with Rodgers.
Got a man, it's Tunyon.
And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Everything's going right here in this first half, and they've got a good lead. And part of that can be attributed to their success on 3rd downs. This is another conversion here, and they can look to really open things up now with this 1st and goal.
Here's Rodgers. Dancing to his left. And he'll just chuck this one up into row G. It's incomplete.
Excellent recognition that none of his receivers were beating coverage and getting open, so he just threw that one away. They'll come back to the huddle, reset, and try something different.
What's the deal, y'all? This is your game, baby. Let's focus in. Let's go.
They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal now. And again, it's Rodgers. This is caught. Touchdown!
Romeo Doubs
From 6 yards away.
and the Packers take a 3-touchdown lead. Well, I don't think that we're ready yet to say the route is on, but they have certainly looked near flawless here in this first half, and now an extra point away from making it 21-0.
Yeah, and your experience led you to say that because we have both seen those 21-0 leads come and go in this league, but this one feels pretty darn secure. And here's the other part. Even when people chip away at it, it forces you into being almost perfect on the other side, doesn't it, in order to try and mount a comeback.
Extra point up and good by Crosby. And it's now 21-0. So that one a pretty time-consuming 10-play drive.
And that drive all capped off with a Romeo Doubs touchdown.
Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away.
And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. Minnesota's offense takes over possession. Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession, but I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit, and if they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
Boy, that was pretty. Sidestepping defenders on his way to a pickup of 9 yards.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here, and what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while, get at least 2 first downs, give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
On second down, it's Cook again.
2 yards on the pickup, and that's all they needed to move the sticks.
I know what you're thinking out there. I know a lot of you are thinking, take a shot downfield. It's a great spot for it. I'd say maybe later in the game, definitely in the second half. But right now, I think they were just trying to get some momentum built. Get a first down, pick it up, and keep moving.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Cousins. And that's off the mark, incomplete.
Charles, he doesn't seem to be particularly in tune with his receivers, just 2 for 7 throwing the football, but he did seem really locked in before the game.
Yeah, and that has to do with receivers sometimes. Sometimes the defenders knock them off their routes, and you're usually pretty precise. 1, 2, 3 cut, balls out of his hands to the receiver. In this case, might be off by a half step either way. They've got to find a way to get back in sync.
Meanwhile, Cousins' throw complete to his receiver, Thielen. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Cousins gives way to Cook.
And good space to operate there as he takes this down inside the 35-yard line.
That's another gain of 15 on back-to-back plays.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
Come on, baby. Rock and roll. They can't be straight up. Let's go. They can't stop. Let's do it.
Cousins on first down. Toward the left sideline, but it's incomplete.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10. Up the middle, it's Cook.
And he'll get 2 or 3 out of that one, as that is going to take us to the 2-minute warning.
And reminder, coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will join us from Orlando with our halftime report. But business to take care of before we get there.
A 2-minute drill before the coach's 2-minute drill.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
All right, help me out here a little bit, partner, because what I'm seeing is a passing game that's just struggled to complete anything. No rhythm, no timing. Seems like every pass is also contested well, so give some credit to the defense.
4th down, field goal try coming, so Cousins is off, and on comes Greg Joseph for Minnesota. Joseph's got it.
And the deficit drops now from 21 down to 18. Now that's something of a pick-me-up. The offense certainly has struggled, but they do get the field goal before half to put 3 on the board.
Yeah, you don't want to be shut out, but let's face it, those 3 points, that's not going to solve all their problems either.
Get him going, baby.
Joseph now to kick this one away.
Nixon now from his end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. Green Bay returning on offense, led by running back Aaron Jones.
He's over 40 yards here in the 2nd quarter. Been nice and effective for them, hasn't he?
He has definitely been dependable, and really shouldn't underestimate what he's getting done here, because anytime you're on a pace that's going to approach 100 yards, you've really done some damage in an NFL game.
And now he's looking just to add to his totals. Rodgers now on 1st down. He's got the hook up to Lazard. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Simple drag route here, lined up out left and tried to work his way back across the field. You probably saw me twitch there, partner, because I think he wanted the ball a little bit sooner. By the time he looked it in, defender was right on him.
To throw again on 2nd down. Rodgers caught by Cobb. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. Rodgers to Cobb. Good for a Green Bay first.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers.
That's Tunyon bringing in the quick throw.
Now another timeout called for by the offense, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this 1st half. On 1st down, Rodgers.
That one thrown away from the pocket. The officials kind of looking at each other, but they'll say there was a receiver in the area, so no penalty, just an incomplete pass.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another first down.
Rodgers' throw here pulled in by Lazard. He'll get it inside the 20.
And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. Good yardage after the catch. Is that play good for 30 and a first?
I'm seeing a lot of hands on hips in that secondary, and I suspect a lot of mumbling under their breath as well, because this defense has had no answer for the passing game here in the first half.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. This is Lazard with a catch out left. And it's a Packers touchdown. Aaron Rodgers, 3 first-half touchdown passes.
And the Packers continue to pull away here in this first half.
They have really had their way so far in the first half, but they wanted to continue to build on their lead. They know that no lead is safe in this league, so they decided to try their best to get one more as they headed into the half, and they got it done.
Now Crosby for the point after. And they open the lead up now to 25 points. That drive goes 80 yards in 6 plays. And the result, a Green Bay score. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25.
The Vikings going to take over now late in this first half. Things for them, just to put it bluntly, man, it has been tough sledding here in the first half, facing that big deficit. The clock is dwindling now. Maybe if they can get something on the board here before intermission, they'll have at least a little momentum heading into the second half.
A first down throw for Cousins. That's going to be complete on the sideline, but, you know, that throw left him no room to run, and the good footwork nearly all for naught.
Yeah, that one was covered pretty well because they were trying to leak the tight end out into the flat. I think they were hoping he could catch and turn upfield and pick up the first down.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Cousins. And he drops it incomplete, and their struggles continue here. Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better, got to get more help. Obviously one that should have been caught. They've got to find a way to bring those two elements together so they can make some progress in this one.
Now a third down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
Well, it's looking like another 3 and out here, and at some point, got to be able to put together a drive to keep your defense from having to go right back out on the field. I feel like things are starting to unravel a little bit, and we're not even at halftime.
And here's Ryan Wright now.
He's been terrific so far. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. Fair catch signaled for and taken just shy of the 30-yard line. It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. clock at 20 seconds to go in the half as they come up 1st and 10.
And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run.
Now the Packers going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
They'll keep it on the ground again here.
And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. A good pickup, but it will come on what should be the final play in this first half. So we're at halftime here at Lambeau with the Packers taking the lead to the break. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much, and welcoming everyone to our downtown Orlando studios in this EA Sports Halftime Report. First, though, let's run through the next-gen stats for the Vikings in that first half. And they will need to get this passing game in gear because they did not do much of anything in that first half. And it's why the scoreline is what it is. Meanwhile, for the Packers, they were much more successful throwing the football than their counterparts, as you can see the numbers there.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always to you and the gang in Orlando as we welcome everyone back in for quarter number 3.
So it's the Packers set to receive the kick. They've got the lead as well as we are underway in the 3rd quarter.
Taking it about the 1. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. And the Packers ready to go to start quarter number 3. And the first half definitely went their way, and this would seem to be a great opportunity to kind of put this game a little closer out of reach with a score here.
Yeah, and it's a wonderful opportunity for them because if they can add 7 more to their lead before the other guys even see the football, that could be the decisive blow in this game. I think that's how they're eyeing it. That's how they're approaching it.
Rodgers will bring the pack up with a 1st and 10 at their own 24. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive.
The throw complete to the tight end, Tunyon.
And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. And that's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Rodgers looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Jones. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down.
But they certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another 1st down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They're going to run the jet sweep. It's Cobb with it. And very little room to maneuver. He'll get this down to about the 39. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Let's just make this one succinct. Nice job there. All 11 guys on defense, diagnosing the jet sweep and putting it down.
Here's 2nd and 9.
To throw, it's Rodgers. He'll find Lazard here over the middle. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings' 45-yard line. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue.
This is just more of the same. This defense has had no answer on a lot of these throws. They've let these receivers run wild, and here's another completion for good yardage.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material.
Now it's Rodgers. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Cobb. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and it's 2nd down. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to it? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
Out of the shotgun, it's Jones. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line.
When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. This defense not budging. Back-to-back carries of just 2 yards.
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
He's got the leg, but it's no good. He missed it right, but that's just a minor blip here in what's been a thoroughly dominating performance. Boy, 4th and 2. This crowd was urging them to go for it, certainly. Instead, they settle for the field goal try, and then they come up with nothing.
Brandon, yeah, football coach won't let the crowd dictate how he calls a football game. He stuck to his guns. But after the miss, now there's 70,000 coaches in the stands thinking they were right.
Let's do this, man.
So after the missed long field goal attempt, this offense set up nicely at the 44-yard line. Trying to fire up that running game with Dalvin Cook.
And he's across the 45. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that's because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. A 10th carry in the game for Cook. And this will be taken across midfield and into Green Bay territory.
45 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
That was a good run, and it got to the 2nd level. And what I mean by that is that's where the linebackers usually play. First level being the defensive front, last level being the secondary. But the strong safety position ended up making the tackle, and oftentimes we call them a hybrid. Combination defensive back, combination linebacker. We saw the linebacker make the stop.
And Cook was fighting for it, but I don't think he got there. Call it no gain that time, and they're going to be left looking up at a 4th and 1.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
And here's Ryan Wright now,
as they're forced to kick for the 6th time today. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. And this is going to be ruled out, I think, just inside the 20. Yes, it will. Side judge calls it at the 19-yard line.
Alan Lazard and the rest of the Packers back out for another drive.
And I know that they've double-teamed him a couple times, but not a ton. Whatever they're doing isn't working. He's up over 100 yards. We'll see how they adjust.
And when they do that, they weaken their defense in other places as well. And how many times have we done games where we've seen a guy have a big game like this, but it's usually not by himself, is it?
Right.
Usually it opens it up for other people to have big games as well.
On play action, it's Rodgers. To the sideline, and wow, what a catch there. He doesn't get a lot, but he was able to get the feet down complete. 2 yards on the pickup there, and that'll bring up second down.
They should have got more out of that, though. He was wide open.
I love how emphatic you are with that call, because that's exactly what I was thinking. Wide open in the flat. Give him a ball that he can use to get upfield with, not just catch and go over the sideline. They cost themselves some yardage there.
A little juke, and he's upended after a gain of 4 up to the 25-yard line.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Rodgers now to throw.
He finds Watson complete. And he's going to have the Packers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them. And these guys have been taking advantage so far.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
That's a really good gain right there. They pick up 5 yards halfway to a first down. The only problem now in the huddle, everyone's going to want to touch the football. Be a lot of chattering now because they've seen that they can move the line of scrimmage.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Now Rodgers. Had his hands on it, but dropped it. The rookie making a little bit of a rookie mistake. 3rd down.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. From the gun, it's Rodgers.
And that's going to wind up incomplete. Nearly their first pick of the game, but it does bring up 4th down.
Nice call by the defense there on 3rd down. Just flood the field with extra defensive backs in their dime package. Nowhere to go with the football. Forces the incompletion.
Here's Pat O'Donnell now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the 3rd. And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback.
And now this offense comes back out onto the field. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD. And if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
It'll go down as a gain of 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Cousins got his man complete over the middle. It's Cook. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
That was a pretty favorable situation there. What would you call that? 2nd and manageable? Smart play, too. Didn't force it downfield when he didn't have it. Just checked it down, let him get the first down, and that's exactly what he did.
First down, here's the run with Cook. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down.
That's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, But for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. From the shotgun, it's Cousins. Catch is made by Hockenson, the tight end. That one a first down pickup of 8.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a first down.
Couple of first downs to kick off the drive. Here's 1st and 10 up at the 46. From the gun, here's Cousins.
That's complete to Justin Jefferson. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40.
Well, maybe this offense has learned something from watching their counterparts work. I'm wondering if their coaching staff said, let's do what they've been doing the entire game, because that's worked well. This offense, they have not looked particularly good all game long, but a nice throw there for a good gain and a first down.
Cousins now to throw on first down.
Another one on this play for Justin Jefferson. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35.
He decided to run a hitch route. It really helps to have a guy who can turn it loose. And, boy, he rifled one in there on that one. Not much run after catch, but it worked really well.
They go play action. Cousins. And he'll find Thielen on the right side.
And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35.
They're trying to keep the drive going. This will be play number 8. It's 3rd and 2. They'll run it. Here's Cook. And he's able to get it to the 31, and that's enough for the first. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs.
I haven't met a football team yet that runs the ball successfully that doesn't talk about having an attitude to be a running football team, right? You got to be able to put your nose in there, smell where the first down sticks are, and get there.
On 1st and 10, Cousins. Open man, he's got him, the tight end, Hockenson. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And that will bring up 2nd down.
Got to give credit where it's due. Really nice defense on that play. The pitch and catch was successful, but not any run after it.
On 2nd down, Cook. Just a couple on the ground there, and that's going to bring up 3rd and about 6.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
They got to get it to the 21 here on 3rd down.
3rd down, here's a run by Cook.
And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. That'll back him up 2 yards and also bring up 4th.
Fourth down, field goal try coming, so Cousins is off, and on comes Greg Joseph from Minnesota.
The kick by Joseph is good, and that will finish off this 3rd quarter of play. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now at Lambeau, where the 4th quarter will begin with a kickoff following the score on the final play of the 3rd quarter. Joseph now to kick this one away.
Nixon elects not to return it, and this comes out to the 25. The Green Bay offense ready to take over. Well, the win for them at this point seems pretty assured. I mean, still a decent amount of time left here in the 4th quarter, Charles, but you got the football, you're up 3 scores. They have to be feeling really good about where they're at.
I love your observation skills, partner, because I think you saw them charge onto the field fired up about another chance to get into the end zone. Looks to me like this group is ready to crush any hope left on the opposing sideline, and they want to do it with some gusto, too.
They'll start out on the ground with Jones. And he's upended at the 33, following a good pickup of 8. And I think we can get used to seeing more of that in this fourth quarter, especially if they're having success on the ground like they did there.
Yeah, I think back when we met with the head coach in preseason, and all he talked about was building a bully. And I think it was this situation he was envisioning. Trying to ice a game, plenty of time left, but being able to give the ball to his big runner and pound away and try and finish off a game.
8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. They'll go again to Jones. And this time he's not going anywhere. They'll get him down right at the line of scrimmage. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the fourth quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
And he's going to have the Packers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on 3rd down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Up the middle, Jones. And he's got it across the midfield stripe and into Viking territory. The tackle made there by Harrison Smith.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40.
80 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
Dillon now on 1st and 10.
And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34. Good gain there on first down. It keeps him in a running situation probably.
They did everything right on that play, didn't they? They got the leverage up front, good blocking, nice hole for him, ends up picking up nice yardage, stays in bounds to keep the clock rolling. They are in charge of this scenario right now. They want to stay that way.
And not in any rush offensively. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the fourth quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. Down to about the 22 here. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3.
I know that every now and then we get in those meetings with coaches, and you almost want to roll your eyes when they talk about staying on schedule when they're moving the football. But would you say a 7-yard run is ahead of schedule?
Fourth quarter with a lead, you love that, don't you?
No doubt about it, because staying on schedule is trying to get 4 downs on first down. They did that plus 3.
On second down, it's Jones. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. Starting to look like this drive, it may be the final nail in the coffin.
Well, this is why you work out so hard, right? This is why you spend all that time in the offseason. This is why you have those OTAs and mini camps for these situations, these scenarios, to run someone into the ground and secure a victory.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Into the red zone. It's Rodgers. No gain on the screen there. It's 2nd down.
You think about the strong safety position. They're the more bulkier guys in the free safety, but that time great athleticism to hustle in and break up that play.
And I think really good defenders can sniff out those screen passes, just something that they can feel, something that they can sense about how the quarterback drops back or how the linemen are just a little slow to block the oncoming rushers. He read it perfectly, got in there, and made the play.
And according to Next Gen Stats, his top speed on that one better than 20 miles an hour.
An inside give to Jones. And he gets it down close to the 10-yard line. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
A lot to praise on this drive, obviously. I know you're seeing what I'm seeing. Those guys up front, they're getting it done.
Doesn't matter what play is called. They are handling their business at the line of scrimmage and dominating right now on this drive.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here.
Rodgers looking to throw on 3rd and 2. Quick hitter here, it's complete.
And the Packers are going to have 1st and goal coming up as they're able to convert there on 3rd and 2.
Well, they've had a great, impressive drive going here, and that pickup ensures the drive continues.
And not only do you continue the drive, which is demoralizing for the guys on the defense side of the ball right now, but you make your own defense happy. They're able to get a little more rest over on the sidelines while this one continues downfield.
They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. To throw is Rodgers. Forced out to his left. And he's going to be swallowed up and taken down. Sacked back at the 5-yard line. Give that sack to Harrison Phillips, the big man.
Well, there's still time to rectify this situation because the silver lining, they took a sack on 1st and goal. But that close to the goal line, that still definitely hurts.
The line of scrimmage once again the 5 as they get ready for 2nd and goal. Throwing now is Rodgers. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. The defensive end, Danielle Hunter, drops him.
So once again, they dial up the pressure and get home and get a sack. It brings up a 3rd and long, but it's really not an unmakeable one, especially considering they just gave up back-to-back sacks.
2 straight sacks have them backed up now for a 3rd and goal.
Rodgers going to throw. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
Well, their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual need, you and I both know they can just run this clock out because this one, it was over a long time ago.
Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
After the made field goal, now Crosby will do the kickoff duties.
This fielded right at the goal line. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. And the football going back to the Vikings offense. Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
Cousins and the Vikings with a 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line. They'll try and start this drive in the air.
Swinging this out wide here for Cook.
And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down. You got the big lead defensively, willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
From the 22, Cousins toward the sideline, and he will have the 1st down as he was able to keep the feet in bounds. That'll go as a pickup of 8.
Let's make this one simple. What a catch, especially the finishing part of getting his feet in bounds, toe tapping, and of course, foot dragging.
Little tapestry, if you will.
Oh, I like it.
Cousins on 1st down.
Middle of the field to Jefferson.
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Second and 2.
They'll throw again. Cousins. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. 3rd down. Well, it just seems like all game long there hasn't been a lot of sync quarterback to wide receiver on this side of the football.
They haven't been on the same page, quarterback and receivers. Heck, they haven't been on the same grease board when you draw plays up. They haven't been on the same surface tablet that you look at on the sidelines. Nothing's worked for them. They've got to find a way to start matching each other's movements.
And he will have a Vikings 1st down. At least it appears that way. And he got it by maybe the length of a football.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a 1st down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
Throw left side, taken in by Jefferson. He's going to be taken down. Plus, there's a penalty flag in the backfield. They may get 15 more on top of this. Well, that frustration, Charles, it's been building on the defensive side of the ball, and unfortunately there, it turns into a roughing the passer penalty.
Yeah, and they should be frustrated because he's picked them apart the entire game, but it's got to come out in a different way. You can't hit him illegally. Stop him downfield the way you're supposed to.
Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side.
And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line.
One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Cousins again. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
The offense on 3rd down, just a 20% success rate at 2 of 10. This will be 3rd and 5. To throw is Cousins. Well, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going. Another pass attempt, another incompletion, and they're just a little over 100 yards passing here in this game, so defensively, pretty good job.
Definitely, because they were never really able to get the ball in the hands of their playmakers, so a lot of credit to the defensive game plan, and especially the execution.
Desperation time. Cousins on 4th down.
Got an open man finding Jefferson. And he is going to pick up the Vikings 1st down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive.
No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11.
Again, it's Cousins. And he will throw this one out of the back of the end zone. It's incomplete.
As this one moves towards its conclusion, another incomplete pass there. Thoughts on the secondary? I mean, they seem to be pretty effective in this one.
Yeah, I thought that they've been absolutely outstanding. I mean, their job is to prevent touchdowns, and not a single touchdown is going on the board against them. Of course, they want to make it a total shutout, but hey, if you don't give up touchdowns, you got a heck of a chance to win.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Cousins. And they'll go backwards here. Losing yardage to the 14. They'll wind up losing 3 here on the play. And it'll be a 3rd and about 13.
I thought that wasn't a bad time to call the screen. I thought late game, down on the scoreboard, had to figure they were expecting a pass downfield.
Yeah, so the edge rushers, they're coming. That could have hit big. You're right. Good recognition defensively to snuff that one out. The Packers bringing in an extra member of the secondary here to try for the 3rd down stop. To the air again, it's Cousins. Blitz coming, and down he goes.
Making that play on the pass rush, that's Devontae Wyatt. So that time, Charles, quarterback helpless really in the pocket in the face of a pass rush like that. They were on him instantly.
Yeah, that's when we turn to your lineman and say, guys, can I get a little help here? And you have to ask politely because, remember, they're blocking for you the entire game. But as a quarterback, you've also got to have the clock running in your head when you need to get rid of the football. But this time, he had no chance. They were on him instantly.
Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Osborne. And he's brought down. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. Offense for them has been at a premium. You wonder where plays like that have been all game long.
They're thinking the exact same thing themselves, but they're also looking forward now because now these plays are really for next week, trying to get some momentum going.
And Thielen's got it. Touchdown, Vikings. A great play there. There to make the grab.
And the Vikings are finally into the end zone here in this 4th quarter.
Greg Joseph on for the extra point. He's got it, and that'll make the score 31-13. That one was an extended drive. 14 plays all told.
And it ends with a touchdown pass to Adam Thielen. Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown. Nixon now from his end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21.
And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field.
CD, this is the ideal situation, the 4th quarter. You come out here late, not much time on the clock with a comfortable lead, and put the final nail in the coffin.
Yeah, this offense, all game long, they've been powerful, they've been dangerous. You're exactly right. They can end this one on their own terms.
And right side, they're going to go option here. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. The decision to keep it turns out to be a good one. 11 yards in the 1st down. So it's all over. A Green Bay victory. And you look back over the score sheet. Interesting. A very clean game. No turnovers by either side.
An absolute rarity when we watch games now because defenses have put such an emphasis on taking the ball away. Well, what we saw here was offenses spending their time saying, look, you know they're coming for it. Ball security is paramount. So they worked on that, not just the week of practice, but I'm sure all during training camp. Make sure when you have it, Tuck it away because danger lurks everywhere you turn.